Okay, so let's jump right into this deep dive. We've got quite a few interesting sources here, all focused on helping you thrive, really, not just get through the fall season.
Mm,
We're talking keeping up with health, staying consistent, finding that motivation without the usual stress or burnout.
exactly. Because, well, the season shifts, right? Cooler air, lovely colors.
Yeah,
It sort of invites you to slow down.
yeah, it does.
But then, bam, reality hits. Darker mornings, packed schedules, and that classic seasonal slump in motivation.
Totally.
So our goal today really is to pull out some simple, realistic strategies from these sources, things that actually support your body and mind during this shift. Stress-free, ideally.
Okay, so where do we start? Looks like mindset is a big one. This idea of a fall reset.
Yes, and this is key. The sources are pretty clear.
Hmm.
This reset isn't like punishment.
Right. Not about making up for summer.
No, exactly. Forget perfection, forget punishing yourself. The focus really needs to be on progress, tangible progress.
So how do you measure that then?
Well, one source suggested asking yourself, how do you want to feel by the end of the season? Use that feeling, that state of being, as your main guide, not, a number on a scale or anything.
I like that. Feel-based goals. Okay, so mindset shifted. What about the actual doing? It gets harder to get outside.
It does. And that's where this idea of cozy consistency comes in, since you're likely moving indoors more. The trick is making that indoor space genuinely appealing.
How so? Like making a home gym?
Doesn't have to be that grand.
Yeah.
It could be just creating a little ritual, lighting a nice candle, maybe putting on specific music you only use for movement. The point is lowering that friction to starting
Okay.
and committing to something short, really short, like 10 or 15 minutes, non-negotiable anchor in your day.
Only 15 minutes though. I mean, is that enough to actually do anything, or is it just like a mental trick?
Well, the research cited suggests it's much more than a trick. It's about building the habit. That short duration makes it stick. Yeah, one study they mentioned found people sticking to 15 minutes daily were like 60% more likely to keep it up long term compared to the folks aiming for 45 minutes plus.
60%. Wow.
Right. So the consistency over time, that's the real payoff, not necessarily the length of any single workout.
That realism is helpful, I think. Which kind of leads to this other framework we saw, viewing fitness as a friendship
Yeah.
with yourself.
Yes. I love that analogy.
It's nice, but let's push back a bit. Does framing it as friendship just become an excuse? Like, oh, my friend doesn't feel like working out today because it's rainy.
Well, can be misused, I suppose.
Okay.
But the intention behind it, according to the sources, isn't excuse-making. It's about changing the value.
Oh, okay.
It means you prioritize small, kind of loving actions for yourself, like you would for a friend you care about. Patience, understanding.
So like 10 minutes of stretching counts, or making a healthy lunch.
Exactly. Those things add up. They build self-worth, which ultimately is what fuels that long-term motivation, not guilt or pressure.
Gotcha. Okay, speaking of nourishment, fall food. This seems like a big opportunity.
Oh, definitely. A strategic one. The sources really emphasize using those seasonal powerhouses. Pumpkin, sweet potatoes, lentils, apples.
Immune support stuff.
Right, packed with vitamins you need now. And there's a specific, interesting tip. Try to eat something warm at least once a day.
Warm. Why warm?
The thinking is it helps with digestion, maybe improves nutrient absorption slightly, which is useful when your body's gearing up its defenses for, cold season.
Yeah.
Bit of internal warmth.
Interesting detail. Okay, let's talk recovery. This came up a lot.
It did, and the message was strong. Recovery isn't lazy. It's actually part of being fit. Crucial.
Why so crucial?
Well, that's when muscles actually rebuild, hormones rebalance, especially stress hormones like cortisol. Rest helps manage that.
So better rest equals better stress management.
Pretty much. They even suggested a little mini evening ritual. Simple stuff. Dim the lights earlier, maybe some herbal tea, light stretching, perhaps even like 5 minutes writing down things you're grateful for.
Creating a wind-down signal.
Exactly. One study saw people improve deep sleep scores just by adding a structured routine like that. A significant improvement, too.
Okay, final piece. Connecting the inside game with, outside motivators.
Yeah, making it easier to actually do the thing. One idea was about sort of dressing for motivation, choosing workout clothes, or even just an outfit that makes you feel good.
Like telling yourself, I'm ready.
Kind of. A little psychological nudge. I'm showing up for me today.
Yeah.
And tied to that is mental fitness, especially as daylight shrinks.
Right, the winter blues effect.
Exactly. Managing that low mood or stress is key for keeping your energy up. Simple things help. 5 minutes of deep breathing, a short meditation. If you manage the internal stress, You have more energy for the external actions, like that short workout.
It all connects back. Okay, so wrapping this up, what's the big picture for someone listening?
I think it's seeing this season not as something to just endure, but as a chance for maybe gentle transformation, realigning goals, building strength, not just physical, but mental and emotional too.
It's about mindset, energy, peace, not just reps and sets.
Precisely.
Mm-hmm.
And remembering that every small positive action counts.
Yeah.
Which leads to the final thought. If you really accept that you deserve to move and nourish your body with love, not pressure, what's one single 15-minute action you'll commit to today? Just one. A walk, some stretching, cooking that warm meal. What starts that friendship with yourself right now?